Welcome to the Rink Report, which is being brought to you by Telhio Credit Union. Bob McElligott alongside of Jody Shelley. Tonight, the Blue Jackets close out their two-game set with the Chicago Blackhawks and also close out a four-game homestand. And tonight is Hockey is for Everyone night, and it's presented by Voorhees. And Jody, for the Blue Jackets, it was an exciting game the other night. You know, say what you will, they only got the 1 point, but they did force overtime in a shootout before they lost to the Blackhawks. But you know, having had a day or more now to sit and think about that, there were a lot of interesting things that happened in that game. And the Blue Jackets need to play, well, they need to play tighter defensively, but I'd be okay if they play the same kind of game, but just end up on the other end this time.
Yeah, there is a lot of positives that came out of it. There were moments where, you were wondering what was going on with the Blue Jackets and especially how they started the game. But, you look at it and you look at these two-game sets, they're coming into tonight now with a chance to make it all right by winning this game and look for a better start for the Blue Jackets. That's their focus. Their power play should be confident. Those players that are on it should be confident. And I like the way they mix things up. Nick Foligno now is a centerman. He's a guy that has had a lot of great quotes. He's a guy who wants to do things for the Blue Jackets. He's in the middle of the top line, and that's a good spot for him, as well as Boone Jenner up there trying to drive it. So I like the way this sets up. I like the way this team is now in a position with two defensemen, veteran guys coming back, and an all-star and a superstar in Zach Werenski. Perfect time. I think tonight you're going to see the brand of hockey and the team that the Blue Jackets want to be, and I think this is an important time for it.
Yeah, in addition to Zach Werenski making his return, Michael Delzado is back in after a one-game absence. So, as you said, now you have the six guys really that you started the year with, and now you're just looking for cohesion between all the pairings.
Yeah, and you just really want to see Zach Werenski go out there and play the game the way that he can. There's been hesitation. We've seen it from Savard a little bit. We've seen it from Werenski. We've heard quotes from him and Jones. It seems like Jones is coming on. But yeah, these guys need to come back. Delzado is one of the tops in the league in plus minus. It shows you his adaptability and his commitment to play in that defensive zone and take pride in that stat. And that's exactly what the Blue Jackets need to do. Take care of their own end and watch these D after they do take care of their own end, activate and really be a threat up ice.
And at forward, Mikhail Grigorenko is going to be out tonight. Emil Bemstrom is going to return to the lineup. It has been a long wait for him. There are times where I feel bad for this guy because I feel like every time he gets in, he's got to do something or he might not be in there tomorrow. And I don't know if he feels like that or not, but, this is the next opportunity. He's been waiting for a long time. What do they need out of him tonight?
They need him to start to figure out exactly what he is at this level. You can play in Sweden and play in juniors and have a great shot and live and die on that. But this is a different league. There's only a couple guys that can live and die on their shot because you don't really get it off. So he's probably going to play bottom 6 minutes. And he's got to realize that this opportunity is National Hockey League minutes. You just have to figure out how you can be the best winger within the system. And then everything else will follow. So he's got to figure it out. And I'm not sure if he's got time to figure it out at the NHL level, but they sure are giving him that opportunity.
I know when you were coming up, when you were in the minors, you were playing, whether it was East Coast League or the American Hockey League, you could be up on a scoring line. You could play as high as the second line. You come to the NHL and you're fourth line guy. That's what you were going to be. For him, it's a little bit different. Anywhere else, he's going to be a top six guy. Now, all of a sudden, it's the bottom 6 minutes. Do you think it's tougher for a skilled guy to make that adjustment?
Yeah, I think I think the guys that figure it out quickly have longer careers, and the guys that takes more time, sometimes they just get lost in between. They're not the power play specialists that they thought they were, and they have to play some pro time to figure out exactly what they can bring to the lineup, and there's nowhere he has to look past than Oliver Bjorkstrand. He's got to sit down and watch and figure out. Oliver Bjorkstrand was one of the top scorers we've ever seen at the amateur level. And he had to come here and figure out how to adjust and play, be reliable and be strong. There's a responsibility without the puck, but there's an even bigger one when you have the puck. And playing light and thinking you're going to outskill anyone on this level, you better check yourself there. So he's got to figure out how to play dirty and strong, much like Bjorkstrand.
And finally, the Chicago Blackhawks, they've been a bit of a surprise the way they played, the playoff position that they're in right now with a long way to go, I know. But I want to ask you about Patrick Kane because I've sat and I thought about this a lot because we've seen him a lot already this year. And of all the superstars in the league, this guy still fascinates me every time I watch him play. Just the way he takes the game and he visibly slows it down. You know, some players you say, oh, they can slow the game down, and you can see him doing it. I mean, he will literally slow down, but then at the right moment, he will pounce and he will attack. Do you feel like that? Do you still marvel every time you watch this guy touch the puck?
It's amazing because you can see the respect he's gotten because he can make you look stupid that quickly. He reads the play so well. That's why guys play off of him, because he's one of those players that invites your pressure, because he will make you and tie you in a knot very quickly. And that's the fear when you're playing against him. So, and he's so good. He'll look like he's fallen down and out of the play. And the next thing he's sitting in the perfect position and everyone knows he's there and everyone's trying to get him the puck. So yeah, he's like the video game level of this sport. It's remarkable.
That's very well put. I like that description a lot. And I hope that, I hope the controller's broken tonight and that Patrick Kane is not a factor in this game. All right. So it's the Blue Jackets and the Blackhawks closing out this series. Blue Jackets closing out this homestand before they hit the road to go to Nashville. That's going to do it for the Rink Report. It's been brought to you by Telhio Credit Union. For Jody Shelley, I'm Bob McElligott. Enjoy the game.